Okay, so today's video is basically my A-level biology tips and advice. Now, I've already made this video, but it was like 2 years ago. Since then, I've gained like 4,000 new subscribers. So I thought I'd make this video again for everyone else who's newly subscribed to my channel. Now, to quickly start off with, these glasses I was given as a sponsorship by a company which I'll have the name up there. I'll put the link in the description below as well. The glasses, they're nice. What can I say? I like the build quality. I like how they look. I don't really wear glasses, but they look nice. So, yeah. And if you want, I think they've given me a special offer, or you guys a special offer. So I'll put all the details in the description below, and you can check it out. To start off with, right, the first thing that I need to say is get the specification. Now, for those of you who don't know what the specification is, every exam board releases the specification, and it is a checklist of everything that you need to know. So, for example, the exam board can only test you on what is actually in the specification. So if the specification says students must know about binary fission, then that means that you need to know about binary fission, and that's it. You don't need to know about why it happens or how it happens, or you know, the miniature details. You just need to know about binary fission. So the specification I use as a checklist when I was revising. So for example, if I didn't know how much in depth I need to learn something, I use a specification to see how much detail I should learn something in, and it's a good way of, you know, checking up your progress and seeing how far you are through the whole course. So make sure you download the specification. You can find it on the exam board website. It's very easy to find. All you have to do is Google your exam board and then Google the word specification, and you'll find it. Print it off, or even ask your teacher. Your teacher will have plenty of copies of that. The second thing that I need to say is get the CGP revision guide. Now, the reason I say CGP is because, like, I've used so many different books, and I noticed that CGP were straight to the point. They cut out all the useless information, and that's why their books were so thin, because like there wasn't any irrelevant information in it. They work alongside the specification, so whatever's in the specification, they include only that in their books, and that's why I preferred using the CGP revision guide. The pictures, they were very nice as well, and they used a lot of different colours. Now when you're learning, you don't want to be using a textbook which is all in black and white. Unless you're, you know, one of them learners. I prefer like having colours, so it makes things a bit lively. I don't know, it just improves my learning, to be honest. So get the CGP revision guide. It definitely helps a lot. The third thing that I need to say is posters. Now, the thing with biology is, and the thing that differentiates biology and chemistry, is that biology there's a lot of memorizing. So for example, in chemistry is a lot of understanding. However, in biology, I just remember having to memorize loads of different things, and like you didn't even have to understand it. As long as you remembered it and you could apply it, that's it. Like, you know, you could get A stars or A's even in biology. So my tip for biology is draw posters and stick them up all over your wall in your room. So every time you walk into your room, you know, you come across the poster, you read it, and it sticks in your head. And if you do that, you know, a few months before your exam, every time you walk in your room, you're going to read it, and it sort of reinforces that in your head. Now the final thing for biology is past papers. And I know you've probably heard your teacher say this a lot, but honestly, when I was doing the past papers, I noticed like the questions, like the examiners seem so lazy. Like they just repeat all the questions again and again every year, and then you start noticing the pattern, and then you start thinking like the examiner, like, oh well, the next exam I can guarantee that they're going to ask a question about, you know, define blah blah blah, or define this, or define natural selection. And you see those patterns and trends, and then, you know, before you even start the past paper, you know what's going to come up in that exam. So make sure you finish all the past papers. Don't just do one, don't just do two. Make sure you do all of them, because in my AS I only done like 3 or 4 past papers, and that's why I came out with a B. However, in my A2 I made sure that I finished every past paper, and I got an A star in my A2 exams. So make sure you do all the past papers. And I know there's a new specification, but they still use the old questions from the old specification. So don't be lazy, make sure you do all of them. Now, that's everything for now. Thanks for watching. Make sure you like, comment and subscribe. I hope it was helpful. If it was, give it a thumbs up. And just check out the social media and make sure you subscribe, basically. But bye for now.